Hello guys, and welcome to a new Broken Arrow video today by me, Vulcan. In this one we're going to be moving on to Mission 10. This one is going to be Operation Cold Harbour. Cut the retreat of the Estonian forces with a sea landing before they reach the capital of Tallinn.
So, what's the situation, Colonel?
Narva is ours, and half the Estonian army is on the run. They are heading towards Tallinn, their capital city, where the rest of their forces are concentrated.
We need to take this city as quickly as possible to force the Estonian government to surrender and bring this conflict to an end as soon as we can. If we let their forces regroup, taking the city will prove a long and costful task.
Yes, actually, I have a plan. We have several ZUBR hovercrafts stationed in St. Petersburg. They can transport heavy equipment, including tanks, and have the range and speed to reach Tallinn before the retreating troops. Our landing zone will be Muuga, a large industrial harbor situated about 10 kilometers east of Tallinn. There is a road from the harbor leading directly to Highway E20, where we can intercept the retreating troops. The lake and swamps surrounding this crossroad create a bottleneck we can exploit to our advantage.
Captain Battalion, I hope you're not prone to seasickness.
Of course not. I am trained to fight in every possible situation.
That's wonderful. The Colonel was thinking of doing without your services for this mission and going with the commander along.
What? Why?
I think he doubts about your abilities. But don't worry, I've convinced him to take you in. I hope you'll rise to the occasion and show them what you're capable of.
I will not disappoint. Thank you, Lena.
No familiarity in public, Battalion.
Sorry, Agent Morozova.
Dismissed.
They're getting it on. Okay. Anyway, primary objective: capture a foothold in the port, organize a naval landing, set up an ambush on the highway. Alright, all sounds simple enough, but I mean, the last mission was pretty crazy. Let's see how we get on. Let's have a quick look at the intelligence reports. PDSS, Morskaya Bokota. We got Gorna Stroke in there, so Morskaya Razvedka. BMP3s, T80s, and the KA-29. Alright, let's jump in.
Helicopter can't get any closer without risking detection. Drop the special forces in the water, and then they'll swim the rest of the way.
Already diving in with the PDSS. Very cool.
It's like jumping into an ice hole after a sauna. Perfect.
All right, boys. You know what to do. According to our intelligence, the garrison here is minimal, but I don't want to take any chances nor give the enemy time to react. So, the PDSS will eliminate the sentries and make sure the landing zone is clear.
Understood. Fast and clean without unnecessary noise.
Commander, be careful. The PDSS act in small teams, but they are tough guys, so don't underestimate the enemy.
Alright, so PDSS are combat swimmers capable of moving on land as well as in water, as we can see. They don't have a swim animation. So I guess the water's just really shallow. We'll just go with that.
Сделаю. Да, командир.
Alright, we can see some enemy infantry there. Let's just jump in this building, then we can jump forwards.
No sentries, no patrols. They must be afraid of the cold. All the harbor guards must be sitting in one of their security posts.
Perfect. Find them, eliminate them, and send a signal once it's done.
Why all these precautions, Colonel? We could simply disembark tanks and BMPs on the shore and crush them.
Captain, maybe one day you'll find yourself in an ambush and barely escape with your life like I did. That day you will understand the value of prudence.
This story is not part of your memoirs.
No, it's not.
Alright, onwards we go. I do think they look pretty cool, to be honest.
Да, командир.
Interesting guns as well.
The guard post is under our control. Great job, boys!
So, can we start the landing now?
Заходим, проверите углы.
The shoreline has been secured. We can send the first hovercrafts. Commander, your targets are these 4 key locations on the right flank. Captain Battalion, you will handle the positions on the left flank.
Отряд спецназа ВМФ к диверсии готов.
The fleet allocated us several ZUBR hovercrafts. Powerful machines from a glorious time. We only have a handful left, so use them wisely.
Ah, I was wondering where they were in the list. There we go, special.
Comrade Colonel, is that all? Sounds like too easy a task for me. I bet I'll be done with my zones before the commander captures one of his.
This is not a competition, Battalion. This is a combat, блять, operation. Help me secure the perimeter if you're so afraid of being idle.
Yes, sir! I'll give a warm, high-explosive welcome to any enemy unit approaching the harbor.
Отдать концы.
ZUBR. The ZUBR hovercrafts are available. Use them to deliver your armored vehicles to the coast. They can also support the assault with their multiple rocket launchers. Ooh.
What's your favorite instrument? Mine is Stalin's organ. Огонь!
They've got these two like Sea Whiz on them, and then they've got, I guess those are the rocket launchers.
КВП на связи.
Oh, it's like that. Oh, okay, cool. Like a makeshift Buratino. It's pretty awesome. Let's just like flatten this area, and then we'll do a drop. Meanwhile, I'll keep moving up with the
How
PDSS.
is the operation going? Have you started the landing yet?
We're in the middle of it, so if you don't mind, I would like to focus on the task at hand. You'll get my full report after the operation.
Understood. I'll be watching for it.
Nothing has changed. We thought the burden of bureaucracy was a thing of the past, but the only thing that has changed is
Well, from my point of view, bureaucracy has never looked this good.
Battalion, you should think with your head and focus on your objectives.
Alright, in we go. Let's just put the Moskaya in the BMPs. I don't know if I cleared that off, but we have loads of ammo left on this. Let's just target the next one. Yeah, that's already clear. Nice. It was cool to watch the Sea Witch just rip apart that Jeep.
ДКВП на связи.
I can bring him another one of those as well. Maybe just like another tank, maybe some AA would be a good idea. Or maybe just some AA, like the Strelets would be handy.
Воздушная подушка здесь. Зубр ждет ваших указаний. Жахнем!
Спецназ ВМФ слушает.
Выдвигаемся. Громко и четко. ДКВП на связи. Добро. Есть уничтожить. ВМФ на связи. На связи. Принял, выхожу.
I didn't see if that actually killed anything there, but we'll just keep letting that fire.
Коробочка передает с поля боя. Уже еду.
Nice, we're capping that. Good, let's move on to the next one. There was something actually behind there. We'll be hitting this one shortly as well.
Двигаюсь к точке.
There's loads of these G-Wagons. They're gonna get taken out so quick.
Воздушная подушка здесь. Полный
Perfect.
Приготовиться к отплытию.
I'll try and unload, I guess, here.
Выгружай вот там. Приказ понял. Едем. БМП
Oh, an XA 180 just bumped into us. Don't have front armor, just to make sure that's not shooting me in the rear.
Коробочка на приеме.
Right, onwards we go.
Вас доставим.
That BMP's fixed up.
На холосты. Отходим в резерв. Стоим на
Right, let's
хвосты.
unload that because it looks like they got some infantry heading our way.
ДКВП на связи.
Oh, interesting.
Паники. Выше живы. Резерв.
Let's just fall back, unload the Moskaya in the building there.
Внимательно слушай. Приказ понял. Выезжаем. Выдвигаемся. Ноги в руки.
Not sure if these Strelets would be very useful, but we'll try and move them up a bit. Do they have smoke? Oh, they don't have smoke. That's a bit risky, pushing them towards infantry then. Let's fix up the BMP,
Под огнем мы.
and we'll capture that. How's he doing? Oh, he hasn't actually captured his last point yet. All that chit chat.
Двигаюсь к точке. Пути.
Okay, and with that, I guess we kind of just spread the perimeter a little bit with the recon.
Отряд спецназа ВМФ к диверсии
See
готов.
what's up.
Отличный НП.
Пути.
Get the Strelets to the front.
Выдвигаемся. Уже еду. Отдать концы. Новый курс принят. Куда вас довести? На связенно. Бэха, слушай.
Боевые пловцы здесь.
Do I need to, like, help him take the last point? Is that what's happening right now?
Зубр ждет ваших указаний. Полный вперед.
Or is he gonna do it himself?
Приготовиться к отплытию. Отдать концы.
Oh, okay, he's moving now.
Новый курс принят.
So slow.
Зубр здесь.
Hurry up, my man.
ДКВП на связи.
So, where do you stand, Captain? The commander has already completed his assignments. I thought you were supposed to be the fastest.
But I encountered more resistance and helped secure the perimeter.
Nobody forced you, Captain. So don't be so pretentious next time, and don't bite off more than you can chew. With Muuga Harbor under our control, we can now set up a logistics hub and begin preparations for the next stage of the operation. Well done.
Solid. I will show him.
So, what's our next move?
We'll follow this road to where it meets Highway E20 by the lake. This crossroad is the perfect spot to set up an ambush. The enemy units retreating from Narva will arrive from the left and try to reach Tallinn on the other side. Special reserve units are available for deployment. It's a one-time delivery, so make it count.
What would be useful here? Wireless rifles, probably not. Chunye, it depends on their loadout. Like for close range infantry, we're probably not going to need close range infantry match, so the BTRs are probably the go-to.
BTR 90s? Seriously? Seems like army warehouses are full of forgotten treasures.
We'll bring in all of our tanks.
Excellent! Reinforcements are en route. While the commander sets up the ambush, you, battalion, will remain in the harbor and organize the defenses. The enemy may attempt to retake it.
With respect, Comrade Colonel, my men are fully prepared to engage. I request permission to support the ambush.
Captain, you ought to stay in reserve. Over-concentration of forces in a single area will hinder overall efficiency.
Yes, sir.
So I'm thinking we pick up all of the supply that we found around the place with the Ural. And then we take that with us.
The crew of Reconnaissance Suit 24 shut down earlier tonight has just activated their beacon. No idea what took them so long, but we need to reach them before the enemy does. The signal is weak and coming from the direction of the lake. Looks like they had a rough landing.
I'm going to move the BMPs on the right side, I think. Let's just keep running up with the PDSS over here. We'll have the BTRs go with the BMP3s. All the tanks can just move up the main road. We'll have like one AA go with each, just in case there's any helicopters. And then we should be good. Let's just pop them into that BMP3 there. How many seats does this have? 7? Okay, actually let's just go pick up the Moskaya. And take them with us. Kinda wish I had a recon vehicle. This UAZ COS looks fun, but it only has 1,400 optics. All of my stuff's pretty blind. Maybe I bring in like a KA-29, give us some sight from above, because that actually has 1,750 optics. Do any of these have active protection? That's another thing that's worth checking. DVM is upgraded.
Engines rumbling through the winter storm. Tracks cutting through wet snow. Every sound echoes the past. The first Chechen campaign still lingers in my mind. Back then I was a captain, just like you. Young, untested. I had no clue what we were about to face.
My memories are much different from yours, Comrade Colonel. I was just a kid back then. But I remember the sound of the tracks in the snow.
Дорога наш дом. Вертушки на приеме. Спецназ ВМФ слушает. Принял, выхожу. В авангарде.
I'm just going to use these to kind of push through, because if it's just a bunch of those easty reservist boys, then I should not have to worry too much. Actually, I don't think these are the reservists, are they? They're just the riflemen. They're going to have a bad time though, I'll tell you that much. A bit worried about that left flank there. We are also getting very far ahead of the rest of our units. Maybe I'll just have a look around with the K-29. I'm a bit worried that it's going to get shot down by some random AA, but I guess it won't matter too much because we actually have income in this mission, so I can replace it. That's a big supply dump, actually. Okay. I mean, we can shoot that before it gets close to a supply. Oh, no. Okay. I don't think those rockets were even landing that close. Another 3,000 supply there. Let's come over here and look at this one. Ooh. A rear shot. I'm just gonna throw a HE round in there. Okay, cool. That works. Well, at least I can fix up on this 2,000 supply there. What I'm going to do is we're going to unload my supply with that supply, and then maybe I'll go pick up the supply on the left there. Ooh, okay. That is a spike. Get the infantry to go clear that out. We can move up the fire support afterwards. It looks like we're okay on the flanks at least, which is nice.
Speed up, Commander. The enemy will not wait for you.
I'm on my way. Okay, sure. Took me a while to move up all this stuff. It's like these missions, like, I thought this was starting to be a bit of more of a chill mission, but nope. Nope. Definitely not. They're gonna be rushing you all the time. The Russians be Russian. Alright, let's just hurry up just in case it like fails the mission or something. Let's get these big boy tanks to just push in there. The BTRs to come down the highway. We just walk them. Okay, perfect. I'll unload those in the tree and then we'll drive over here. I'll unload these ones in this tree line. We'll go over there.
Alright, you're in position, Commander. The first enemy units arriving from Narva We'll be here soon. Our drone has spotted them on the highway.
I'm sorry, but I'm definitely not ready yet. Like, at least give me 2 minutes to set up. That's ridiculous. Alright, we'll have the Muskaya stay in the tree lines. I have a couple Rozvedka with each of those as well. These will just have to sit on the highway for the time being. Let's just use that to fix up the tank and get up on the ridge. What do I want to do with the Conkers? I wish I could use these buildings. I mean, this one might be quite good on the back here, as it will kind of cover any vehicles that do get too deep.
The first retreating units are arriving in your sector. These are Estonians, or rather what's left of them.
I should probably look for the Su-24 crew actually. Let's do that. And where's my other Strelets? We should probably move those up. Okay, they're back here. We'll have one sit further up and one further back, just in case. Oh, okay. Hello. Are they going to come from this direction? Okay, we should probably cover that. Awkward. Let's have some BTR-80s head over there.
Found a supply depot. That will come in handy. Look, distress smoke near the lake.
Another 3,000 supply there. We like that.
Enemy spotted. Get ready.
The first enemy group has walked into a trap, but that was just a small group of already beaten up units. Visual on a crash site, they're alive. At least one of them is seriously wounded and require emergency treatment. It means they were not aware of our presence, but also that their best units must be fighting as a rear guard. We've established a field hospital near the harbor. Bring them here, or load them onto a transport and send them back to base. Now they know we're here, and they won't fall for it twice. Fortify your defenses! Cover the flanks!
I'm ready to assist. The port defenses are already reinforced, and there's nothing happening on my end.
You're doing great, Battalion.
Then why can't I join the battle? Everything's going according to plan so far.
So far, Captain. Stay in reserve. I'm sure your troops will be needed in due time.
Okay, so what I'm doing is we're going to pick up as much supply as we can from here, and we'll dump that, I don't know, on one of these again. Let's go put it there. And then this Vichas, actually, let's send that one over to this infantry, because 2,500 is not going to be enough if I need to use the launchers. This one can just dump it here, and then we can use the Urals to move them. I guess all this infantry might as well be out in the open as long as there isn't any HGMs.
The injured crew reached the hospital in time. With proper care, they may even return to duty.
It looks like we succeeded in that objective at least. It was a pretty simple one. I'm just worried for like when the airstrikes and artillery starts pouring down on our heads. Let's just keep the Conquest teams together, I suppose, so they can ripple fire the APS that way, if they have any. Might also want to send some infantry over here just to help defend them if they come round the flank here or something like that. I don't know if we'll see those. Maybe I should go into this one. Then we don't have as good as line of sight onto the highway. Let's get the remainder of my units in. We'll do like a Euro, I suppose, with the extra infantry. Couple Gornostrauki. The Gornostrauki actually have metis, don't they? Yeah, okay. 800 meters range on those. Maybe they can join the Conquerors up here. That might be a good supporting force for them. Or here, actually. It's probably not a bad idea. Up a couple metis in there. Yeah, I might put them there instead. So this is a little bit what I was worried about with those spikes. Let's just use this supply up here. I'm moving forwards just to make sure we kill the spike. Ooh, ouch. Where's my last tank? Oh, he's up on the ridge, okay. Yeah, never mind. I put him there. Alright, we'll have a BTR. Maybe move up on the ridge just to help with infantry. Just gonna spread them around a little bit. Yeah, if there's any like stray infantry, we can use it for those. Let's make sure that we're divvying out more of this supply. Oh, there's a step. Okay. That's pretty awkward. Keep backing it up so the step doesn't shoot us.
Enemy units are advancing from Tallinn and approaching from the opposite direction on the highway.
That's not good. Also, little Humvee trying to sneak through there.
Those appear to be United States Marines units sent to reinforce the defense of the city. Don't let them link up with the retreating Estonians.
Letting a T-80 die is tragic. Maybe I can hold that there, just so that the Conquerors can hit it. Nice. We lost the extra supply there, but it's okay. Good. Alright, if they're coming in from the other direction, I'm probably gonna set a T-80 up here. I'll have these go up onto the ridge on the other side. We need some supply for those, actually. I don't know how I'm going to get the supply over to the other side without it dying, because I'll probably focus it down.
Commander, I pulled some strings to gain access to additional assets from the fleet. A pair of Kamov K-52K Katran helicopters is available as reinforcements.
Уже в пути. Транспорт на поле боя. Артехи на приеме. Дави на газ!
We have a couple of
These
helicopters, nice.
helicopters were not supposed to be the part of your operation. Please refrain from appropriating equipment assigned to other missions.
I don't see any other operation happening around here. What are you talking about?
Just stick to the equipment that was assigned to you in the future, Colonel. Have I made myself clear?
Crystal clear, ma'am. Let's talk about that once the operation is complete.
There is nothing to discuss, Colonel. Over.
Пехоты 200-е. Готовы к любым приказам.
Man, those tanks are pretty rough for us to kill.
Т-80 слушай. Галёрцы приехали. Выдвигаемся. Т-80.
I don't want to let the infantry get close here, or I'm in trouble. Where's my helicopters at?
Камов слушает. По нам отработали.
We'll keep them at range.
Даем ходу. Разведка на связи.
One of my BTRs went down, that's okay, that was the one that was damaged, I think.
Экипаж готов. Т-80 вызывали? Делаю. Отступаем. ВМП на связи. Аллигатор на связи. БТР, слушай.
Did all my supply trucks die?
Да, командир. Задний ход.
I think they did.
Боевая готовность экипажа. Мы тень. Армейская авиация слушает. Летим. Куда вас довести? Противовоздушная оборона. Согласен. Камов на связи. Установлен новый маршрут полета.
That's not good.
Камов на приеме.
Ouch.
Our losses are mounting. They're clearly not backing down.
Т-80 готов продолжить бой. Транспорт заказывали? Что? Боевая машина пехоты здесь. Заднюю давай. Задний ход. БТР под огнем, ты на связи. Двигаться назад.
Keep backing it up.
Our troops arriving from Narva made contact and should be there soon, which means that you're now fighting the elite rear guard of the enemy retreating troops. Battalion, it's time for you to step in. Send your troops to reinforce the intersection. We must hold the line.
Yes, sir, Comrade Colonel. I'm deploying my forces immediately. Commander, my men will be there soon. Let's see who kicks the most American asses.
Его нейтрализовать. Пехот, задний.
Probably not me,
Огонь по цели.
because I'm getting my shit pushed in, to say it mildly.
Без паники. Слышишь, Газа? Камов слушает. Ожидаю.
You have to wait 200.
Видишь цель? Огонь.
Oh gosh.
Держись, держись. Летим туда.
There's no way we hold this, surely. I can blow up the supply to kill a lot of them.
Есть
We
отставить.
kind of need that supply.
Пленных не брать.
Yeah, my conkers are dead. The PDSS will be dead. I
Логистика.
do have a new...
Координаты принял. Взлетим повыше. Координаты принял, выдвигаюсь.
Hoping there's no AA up here. 'Cause I kind of need to
Куда вас доставить?
go get some more stuff.
Найти и уничтожить.
Smoke with that so the grenade launcher doesn't rip us open.
Идем мы. Транспорт, слушаю. Идем.
We're going to be holding on by the skin of our teeth by the looks of things.
Камов на связи.
The drone now as well. That's not good. There's even more stuff coming. Maybe it's scripted that we have to lose this, because there's no way. That is crazy. Alright, let's just back it up. We're holding on for now. This will probably be some sort of medal. Let's just see if I can get the Catran back into position to help out here. We get a few more kills. Oh no. That is going to be very dead. I can't really move forwards on that tree line if I know that there is something there. What a crazy, crazy battle. The troops are arriving. It goes down slowly. So maybe we're in some luck here. Move forwards a little bit. Get the shot on the M1A1. Let's put the Catran low, and maybe we can throw a few HGMs down the road. My stuff's kind of on cooldown. I need Battalion to just like push in. Have we done enough damage? I don't know if we have.
Our reinforcements from Narva are almost there. Hold the line. We lost the highway. Take it back. That's another.
We're gonna rush up to this M1A1 and try and drop on its head. Let's just fly this back to get it resupplied. Oh, there is so much stuff on there. Crazy. We're not doing any damage in the front armor of that thing. I'm finally buying some more tanks. Here come the reinforcements.
Finally, our troops from Narva are here. Now that's what I call a multi-layered encirclement sandwich. Transport, слушаю. Коробочка на приеме. Артехи в боевом режиме. Пехотные потери.
Go on, one more launcher in the front. Perfect.
Surrender. We didn't leave them much of a choice in this situation, did we? Now, let's focus on the enemy group arriving from Tallinn.
So somehow we actually got to keep the whole highway controlled objective done. But that is intense, to say the least. That is so many units.
Comrade Colonel, the enemy coming up from Tallinn is surrendering en masse. What's going on? They're not even trying to organize a defense. I don't understand.
I have no idea. Maybe it's a ruse. Stay on your guard.
Hey, check it out! Friendly forces are coming up behind them from Tallinn. How's that possible?
Greetings again, Colonel. As you can see, your little operation gave us just the diversion we needed to launch and landing directly in the harbor of Tallinn. The city was taken with almost no resistance, and the Estonian government has been captured. They've just signed the capitulation of their forces.
And I suppose notifying me about the existence of this second operation was too much to ask, Agent Morozova?
Secrecy is of utmost importance when conducting that kind of operation, Colonel. And I'm in a very good position to know that people talk. One way or another, they always do.
We did it! Alright, cool. Capture all the objectives in the port without Battalion's help. Did I not do that? Capture your section of the port before Battalion takes his. Ah, I see. Okay. So, I guess what you've got to do at the start of the mission is capture his side as well. Well, I didn't know that, so we'll give that one a pass. Again, the medals, for some reason, they're really contrived. I would really love it if they were more like associated with the secondary objectives, like you get a medal for locating and retrieving the Su-24 crew, rather than like a medal for something that you never knew existed before you played the mission. Like I said, maybe they're doing it for replay value, but ultimately, I'm happy with how we did. That was a really, really tough fight. Really tough fight. I'm surprised that we got the keep control of the highway objective, because we didn't. That's for sure. But it was fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let's see where we're going next. I just got the 100 hours achievement. That's cool. Alright, well, next up, I guess, is vampires, and then we'll be moving on to heavy rain, and then we'll go over to search and rescue and forbidden waters. Cool. Alright. Well, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.